Hello, hello, hello. Alright, nobody seems to be here yet. Let me slouch. Oh my goodness. I don't know about anyone else, but I am tired as hell. Just gonna grab half of these. Won't need more than that. I also don't want to use that. Okay, couple things I gotta do before I'm completely set up. Another one of my chickens laid an egg. You're not supposed to be out here in the hallway. Silly chicken. I don't know about anybody else, but gosh darn am I tired. Which would be fine. Except A, I don't want to be tired. And B, I'm going to have to do a couple chores. Not too many chores. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't live in squalor. Just keep that back there. Can't keep that back there. It's fine. Let's dump it in there. Actually, wait. Let's dump it in here. Because I'm probably going to need that shortly. Sniffer, what are you doing in that corner? I think it's probably stuck. Poor creature. I don't know what compelled me to hatch another one of these guys. Like, don't get me wrong, they're cute. But, like, one of them was bad enough. Not to mention Mallow whines now. Mallow could whine less. But I'm too lazy to find the setting for that. Yoink. Glowstone dust acquired. I don't think there's actually a reward for this. No. No reward. Which is what it is. Let's go and find one of my books. Yoink. Alright. A proper Ars Ecclesia. I don't want to use this, since that's just the eccentric tome. Let's put it back. Nope. Not what I'm trying to do. There we go. Now then. Here it is. Don't know, I'm looking at a frog. Get that out of here. I am trying to summon a witch, which will require less soul gems. So let's see if we can't find the stuff I need for that. Need a couple of these. I don't currently need my flintlocks on me. I need this and quartz. What have I been doing with my quartz? Never mind, here it is. Only need the 2. Alright, let's go and hop up here. Lesser gem. 2 redstone, and then 4 fragments. Stir twice. God, I wish I had more inventory space. Can I plant this somewhere? Yes. I could just plant the bamboo on wet carpet. Which is good, because I am in the house like carpet. Right. 1, 2. One, 2, 3, 4. Stir twice. And my quartz. Sweet. One more of those. Don't have my bucket handy because I'm amazing at this. But gosh, I wish I was taller. Like in game, not in real life. I'm fine with being only 5'9". Except that's not even true. I'm 5'11". Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stir twice. If that seems like a pretty random thing to lie about. It's because 5'9" is 69 inches tall. Alright, and I think I need a stick. I know I don't have sticks on me somewhere. It's totally possible I don't have sticks, though. Never mind, I got sticks. Alright, let's go. This is what I'm going to want my flintlock for. Oh, shit. I also need... whatchamacallit? Charcoal. Here we go. I need to find out what I did with my buckets. It's very likely I just threw them into the lava system here. Turn that off. No, I might as well leave it on. I'm going to need lava buckets, which will be easier to get if I'm not sending them into the system. But I don't need them right now. And the odds of me forgetting to turn that all back on before it stalls is pretty high. Because I'm really dumb. Alright. You there, you there. Stick and glowstone. I really don't need all this quartz and stuff on me. I'll sort that out later. Put my quartz there. Soul shards. I do actually want those on me. Stealing goods. I don't need more glowstone currently. Cured glue. Alright. Couldn't get my guns ready as well as my Ars Ecclesia. Okay, chickens. If I die, take good care of Mallow for me. Like, don't kill her, just take care of her. Alright. I think the witch will be trying to kill me. That's a ghast. Uneasy alliance. Must have been looking at the wrong recipe. Stick. Glowstone dust. And charcoal. Alright, so the recipe to summon a witch summons a ghast for some reason. Summoning a ghast. That's not good. Also, hello, possible ban evader. How do I summon a witch? Because following the recipe just summoned a ghast. I try to stream daily. I also didn't respond before you said, oh, nice. Where's my moderator? This person's clearly a bot. Boop. I suppose I could try again. Lightning charges. Ba. How do I summon a witch? I guess I could try doing that again. But I am out of lesser soul things. I have an idea. What do you mean? I'm going to cheat. Just because I'm not entirely sure what went wrong here. Alright. Not notorious stick. I need a normal stick. Here we go. So normal stick. Glowstone dust. Now the real reason I'm doing this in creative mode, I need 2 of these, and I don't feel like making more. That's not how you spell charcoal. Light it up. And if it turns into a ghast again, I'm going to be very confused. Because the ghast is supposed to require soul sand and tattered cloth. We got... Yep, that do be a ghast, which is not what I'm trying to summon. Couldn't bring out my gun. I'm sorry, ghast. Nope, missed. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, no, I'm doing this completely correctly. I have an idea. New idea this time. Well, look at that. A totally legitimately summoned witch. Hold on to that for me. I'm gonna go out of creative mode. Oh, shoot. I shouldn't have this. Oh, whoops. There you go. Yep, there you are, throwing potions at me. That's what the guns are for. I don't know why that missed. I guess headshots aren't a thing. Stop drinking healing pots. There we go. That's exactly why I have multiple guns. Some experience. And empty glass bottles. I do need these. Yeah, no, I'm not going to add you on Discord. In fact, if I wasn't lazy, since you're clearly a bot, I would just ban you. Vika, get in here. Look how small this chicken is. Also, my bees aren't very active. Anyway, I now have access to the wicked sign. This wicked sign is the mark of an individual who's spurred righteousness and salvation to seek personal power. Be wary of the creatures and invocations it commands, lest you find yourself corrupted by it. It's not an issue I'm going to have, because I'm stronger than that. That being said, there we go. Not entirely sure where that appears. Signs and chants. I guess I was able to do it just because it's something I know. Now, hello, Peepo the Smug Man. I suddenly can't. Oh, that's not even 2 blocks. That's a block and a half. That's why I can't jump up it. Alright. Do you want to see something hilarious, Vicar? So if I open this book, it says to summon a witch. It's 2 lesser soul gems, some glowstone dust, and a stick. And then some charcoal, right? I did the ritual already, so I'm not going to do it in survival. Go and grab my 2 lesser soul gems. My charcoal. Stick and glowstone dust. Alright, so, as you can see, everything the recipe calls for, yeah? You here, stick, glowstone. So if I light it up, this is supposed to summon a witch. Gonna get my musket. Check out this witch. I don't need a ghast. So I just spawned a witch in. That's going to get rid of this witch egg, since what the hell am I going to actually do with that? I think that the mod is just changing, or the mod pack is changing stuff around without actually keeping in mind that it's going to break other things. There probably is another recipe for conjuring a witch, but I'm too lazy to find it. And I've already started walking the wicked path. I'm just going to come over here and pray a couple of times to our new dark god. I should wait before using this prayer again. Did sleeping not count? The witch turned itself into a ghast. It's not impossible. It should be a new day. Why can't I use the prayer again? Alright, I guess we're waiting. I've noticed some strange things happening, like my bees haven't been out in days. Oh, time doesn't move here in the back rooms, but they haven't been out in effectively days. Oh, it's Pepe the Smug Man. Did I read that as Peepo? I might be a tiny bit stupid and tired. but mostly stupid. Alright, this mod pack's eccentricities are ruining my plans. Ask a witch to teach you the wicked sign. Or did the... It's possible they just want me to spam it. I'll have to wait before using this prayer again. That's fine. We'll find other things to do. For example, if I open my Oz Ecclesia, come into Critters, I can summon ravens. It's just a soul shard, a feather, and some beetroot. All of which I should have on me. Sort of. So let's grab soul shard. We've got 2 feathers, so let's grab 2 soul shards. And a beetroot should be in my backpack. Also flax seeds. Here we go. How's everybody doing in chat? How does time flow in the back rooms? It kinda doesn't. But sleeping should fast forward it to a new day. Go away. These aren't for you. Let's go ahead and summon a friend. What do you want? Although it's possible that this recipe has changed as well. Well, that summoned multiple ravens. How many beetroot seeds are you going to consume? It's not letting me tame them. Why is everything broken? Oh well, at least I've now got friends floating around. I'm going to have to plant more beetroot. Or maybe you can't tame them. Maybe they just are bred. Although I fed more than one of them. Anyway. We've got more ravens now. They're not going to do a whole lot. But it's more life in the back rooms, so I'm not going to complain. I'll complain about this thing not working. Oh yeah, do we want to summon a slug? Critters. It's just a slime ball and a soul shard. I don't know if I have any slime balls on my person. I don't. I can get slime balls though. So let's go ahead and fix that. I do suppose this is going to have to be a shorter stream anyway, since I've got shit to do. Yeah, Mallow. Oh, do you know where my weird slime things are, Mallow? Oh, they're right here. Just because. Let's go ahead and summon 2 slugs. I'll use this thing. Oh, nope, no chickens. I wonder why this prayer's not working. But you should wait before using this prayer again. It's technically been a day. I'm hoping it'll work at all, and that it does just have like a certain amount of time that needs to pass, even though time isn't passing here in the nether. Or not the nether, in the back rooms. But it could just be that the mod pack doesn't want me to play with these features at all. What are those, pumpkin seeds? I should have a few of those. Yep, here we go. Also, I've watched the tutorial again on how to make those automatic fishing machines that I tried making a stream or 3 ago. And I'm not entirely sure why it wasn't working. Unless it's some weirdness. Oops. I didn't mean to throw that. Well, we still got 1, I guess. We don't need multiple. I would like to know why the slime ball was tossed. What possible function could that serve? Why are my bees not leaving the nest? I was kind of hoping the ravens would at least make raven noises. Look at this creature. Do you like pumpkin seeds? Okay, so they can be tamed. I'm now the proud owner of a slug. I'll have to try again to tame the ravens, but I'll need more beetroot seeds for that. I don't know, we'll figure it out. I might need to find some weird... Oh, ow. My slug is teleporting around with me. I guess that does make sense. However, I don't want it to do that. Oh, ignore that I've got a raw chicken on me. I needed feathers to summon the ravens. Alright, how do I tell my slug to sit? Where is my slug? Alright, buddy. I can't. Are you following me? Thanks to the egg. It's hard to tell if it's following me. Yes. Stay. Okay, I think it is staying now. Right, let's wander back off. Gotta be some other things I can play with, even if I can't use my dark prayer. It works in creative mode, but I don't want to cheese too many things. I'm only gonna cheese some, if not most things. But I want to cheese everything. Yeah, Mallow. I know. Okay, let's go ahead and figure out how to make chain conveyors. Boop. Large cog surrounded by casing. I'm also going to need to bring a bucket of water with me. So let's go ahead and grab that now. Oh, there's my bucket. Like, kind of bummed out that none of my plans are working. Anyway, I'm going to set the fishing machines up in here. Fishing will be the first real thing I've automated. But for now, you know exactly what time it is. We've got to remove all these plates. Must get the plates. Of course, I'm not going to have room for all of these plates in my inventory. How's everybody doing, by the way? I don't remember if I asked or not. Just kind of super discombobulated. Rambling about plates. And my inability to get a validation from a dark outer god. A little bit of time pass, although I am not entirely sure how that will work in the dark or back rooms. We'll figure it out. It'll be fine. We'll be fine. We are first and foremost survivors here. I should also build a machine that just breaks all these plates. That is why I'm collecting them. Bread dough to grow in. I'm doing alright. I'm bummed out that my plan for this stream isn't working. And I'm going to have to do some dishes and crush some energy drink cans, because we got another showing of the house later tonight. I'll be asleep for that. Landlord's been trying for a couple months now to sell the place, but he's asking way too much for this piece of shit little house. So he's having trouble selling it. Obviously, I don't want to move if I don't have to, because that's extremely stressful. And it would break my basically daily streaming schedule. But at the same time, this whole not knowing what the hell's going on is in a lot of ways worse. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't want to move. But if I have to move, I would at least rather know than all of this. Oh, every couple of days, people are just gonna walk through the house and look at it. Shit sucks. Alright, I need to make another drawer for plates, apparently. Just gonna make 2 more drawers for plates. And go pick up my plates. I love my little frog system. I could do it so much more compact just using a vault. But it's funny this way. Sometimes it doesn't need to be practical. It just needs to be stupid. I mean, amusing. I could also dye the frogs, although we would have to figure out what color we want each frog to be, which would be a lot easier to do if I would just hurry up and make that community Discord people keep asking me to make. I've got no qualms with making a community Discord. I could even probably figure out how to do it myself, or just ask people who know what the hell they're doing for help. My issue is that I wouldn't want to moderate that, at least not by myself. But I would also need at least like 2 good moderators before we can open up the floodgates to the community, and then look for like more staff within. Unpaid, of course. Like, look at poor Vicar. Vicar's my only Twitch mod. I don't pay them. Not that I'm opposed to paying people, I just can't. I'm broke as shit. Constantly broke. Technically, I've got 3 sources of income, but in the same time that I made $20 on Twitch, I made 80 cents on YouTube. Funny shit. Of course, it's not about making money so much as it is about attention from strangers. In fact, now that I'm monetized, I think I could actually set YouTube up to have less ads than it had back before I was monetized. I'm gonna mess around a tiny bit more with my machines. Try the Dark Prayer again. And then I guess what I could do is make a drill, collect a bunch of obsidian, and then explore further into the back rooms. Because I've actually not left my little sphere of influence. There's a pretty large place that I have explored, but I don't want to go too far for risk of getting lost. But if I can just build another portal somewhere else, mark its location, because I didn't know the location of my main nether portal. Ow. I could start branching out and exploring more of the back rooms. That is why I turned off pack buckets, or whatever that frog's name is, earlier, before turning it back on. Because I want those buckets of lava for my obsidian. It takes a while, but I can just use a drill, I believe. A drill can pick up obsidian. Hopefully a drill can pick up obsidian. I don't want to carry 10 buckets of lava on me, especially since I don't want to fuck the nether portal up super far from home. You know how it is. Right, plates in the trash. Mallow, what's the matter? I guess you can come with me, but only because I'm not messing with electricity at the moment. Oh, damn, I got more plates on me. Are all of my plate drawers full? There's like 3 different plates in here. Or, let's see here. 3, 6. I've got 6 different drawers full of plates. Oh, and I guess I can put away my musket and stuff. I just needed these for killing the witch after I got her to sign my yearbook. Alright, Mellow. Boom. I've not made insulated wires, but There is nothing with electricity running to it. So Mallow cannot kill herself on that currently. She'll try later, for sure. Alright, where are my... Alright, Mallow, we're going back. I need a bunch of wood. Bum bum. I could also... Oh, hey! I've never bothered growing more vanilla. What can I do? Well, vanilla just bakes. What can I do with dried vanilla? Neapolitan ice cream. Can't make that because I don't have chocolate. Oh, I do actually plan on making chocolate. I can make vanilla pudding pretty easily. Not with the turtle egg, mind. I don't have turtles. And if I did, probably wouldn't be cooking with their eggs. Okay, so vanilla ice cream and vanilla pudding seem to be the only two things I can really, realistically make. But that's fine. Mallow! One more. Honestly, I swear she just wants to die for some reason. Always jumping into electric wires that I'm too lazy to insulate. Running in front of me when I'm punching a drawer. Oop. Alright, Mallow. Let's go ahead and make a couple more of these things. Do I have a wrench on me? No, but this hammer works for some reason. And do I have a large cog? I don't seem to for some reason. Not what I'm trying to do. Funny though. Nope. 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 Alright. Looks like I'm making one. I think I can make them just like this though. Yes. Yeah. But she is one of the few things around here that actually makes noise. The reason I summoned so many crows is that I was hoping that they would at least caw or something. Might have changed it. Let me see here. Insulated. Low voltage wire. Tough fabric. Okay. So that would just require some hemp, which I'm not growing. But I'm not opposed to growing. Except you can't actually smoke hemp to get high. That's a myth made up by the lumber industry. You can, however, hide marijuana plants in a hemp field pretty easily. But the lumber industry is full of shit. And just doesn't want people using hemp fiber to make anything you can make wood or use to make anything that can be made with wood pulp. There we go. Where are my shafts? I'm also going to need like 1,000 chains, but one thing at a time. Boom. Fucking... Stand upward, please. I actually do need these ones to go all the way up to the ceiling. That is all the way up to the ceiling. And now let's take off the top one and smack this up there once I can get to it. Bro, come on. Let me up. Good enough. Please stack, yeah? Yes. Sweet. Hey, Mallow, do I have any chain anywhere? I do? That's probably not enough chain, though. Let's go ahead and put these away and go grab more iron. Oh, hello, Bob the War Crimes. Mallow's just jumping in front of me while I'm, like, swinging at drawers. It's what you do. Also, you missed the acquisition of this wicked sign. That's not the wicked sign. But I can only seem to use the Dark Prayer once, so we'll have to see if it lets me use the Dark Prayer again in the future. If not, my career as a necromancer is dead in the water. Unless I cheat in a necromantic staff, which I'm not unwilling to do. Can I connect these? Yes, sweet. I'm also going to connect the other side. Okay, excuse me, Mallow. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Alright, I do need my shafts again. Right. Well, being the god of the dead, Valisatu should naturally have access to some powerful necromancy. But we're just going to say that their power has been cut off by some weird dark backrooms bullshit. That's why I was trying to commune with a Dark Outer God to get some of my power back, but the game said no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Stand that up. I said stand that shit up. Thank you. And fuck you. Let's bring it up to the roof. Right. Smack this on there. I said smack this on there. Thank you. I don't think this is going to be enough chain. Oh, sweet. It's enough chain. Was it enough chain? No. I think I accidentally right-clicked on something else. There we go. We're moving kinetic energy. Well, don't look at me like that. Right, we should get a little clipboard and hard hat for Mallow. She can supervise our bullshit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Stand you up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's go and count these, because I am super stupid. I do believe these are all 7 high. Alright, have fun making your important phone call. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, they're only 6 tall. Oh, it's a good thing I didn't assume. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's no way I've got enough chains for this, so let's go ahead and make a bunch more chains. Right, I'm over here trying to do dark magic, and because that's not working, I'm just going to have to do basic engineering like some kind of dork. It's a little bit more than I meant to grab. That should do the trick. Well, the chains aren't for anything kinky. The chains are just for moving shit around. You know how it is. Here in the back rooms. There we go. I'll be putting one of these in every corner, kind of like I have in the other one. Just for the sake of moving my automation around. I'll smack you there. Not enough chains. Oh yeah, I didn't craft them. Shame on me. Ow. Who put that floor there? Alright, that should be hopefully enough chains, at least to get this stuff going. Of course, I never did find out what's wrong with my fishing whatchamacallums. As far as I can tell, I'm doing it right. But yeah, So I've got this, obviously, moving power between these two different sections. Ow. And I would like to set up a storage here, because I can totally just build one there and bring it out this direction. And then in one of these corners, have a little frog port connected to a storage drawer computer. And then just have like a superstore. Raven feathers. I need to find out where my squid is. I think Mallow will start spinning randomly, but the shaft unfortunately won't cause it. Alright, temporarily, let's put this away. That's not what I was trying to do. Gotta love cocaine. Nah, that would be pretty handy for when I started. Mallow, what am I talking about? Oh yeah, when I start necromancy, I can use the enchanted dust, or whatever it's called, to not allow undead to pass. It's kind of like what I've got going on in that section over there, where I was automating, or not automating, but so much as streamlining the process of collecting soul shards. Yeah, I'm looking for my squid, that's what I'm doing. It is a good thing I convinced myself not to stream Silk Song. Because if I couldn't defeat the last judge while my brain wasn't fried, I don't think I would be able to do it in this state. Also hilarious that that bamboo just grew like that out of the wet carpet. Squid. This is my only squid? Yeah. Well, this engineer's hammer also works. Okay, that gave me 2. That's gonna put these tentacles here. I believe I also need string, which surely I've got somewhere. Yeah, that's wallpaper. Here's some carpet, which I can use to make string. Can I turn hemp into string? Takes 3 hemp to make a string? The hemp economy is gone mad. Actually, flax is probably a cheaper method to get string. That would just require I find out what the hell I did with all my flax. I'm doing something with it. I just couldn't tell you what. Yes, also. Just because. See that shit, Mallow? Moist. I'm not actually bothered by the word moist. A lot of people are. Is it called letter? Yes, here we go. Letter bunting. Oh, it's only 1 string. I do need paper. But otherwise, I've got everything else I need. Do-do-do-do. Running around at the speed of sound. Right, that's probably enough to make paper. So do y'all think that I should purchase Deltarune chapters 3 and 4? Supposedly, I'm actually not terrible at the game. Or at least it's not as bad as I thought I was. You hear? No, I'm not trying to make film. You hear? Where are my ink sacs? You hear? And then my string and... There we go, letter bunting. Yes. Somebody buy me Deltarune chapters 3 and 4. Oop, paro. Why are you not working? Nope. Won't fit. I'll just do like and sub. Why not? Let's go with purple. Why does it keep defaulting to white? Nope, that's still white. Maybe I need dye before it'll let me do that. Also, I fucked it up. Connected you to the wall. Give me this. Oh yeah, purple's my favorite color. It is subjectively the best color. There we go. Like and sub. Should have been purple, but I guess the game wanted me to have dye to do that. I'll know for the next time I make bunting. I mean, I knew they dropped slime, but I was excited to see one still. Let's go throw that in there. Got beef jerky in here. I guess I should stop procrastinating and figure out how to do this thing. Let's figure out how this auto-fishing thing works. Happy birthday. It's probably going to require a lot of space if I could not fit like and subscribe in this space here. Right? What time is it? It's only 4:40. I can procrastinate for like another 2 hours and 20 minutes. There's a 2 hour and 20 minute procrastination stream. Alright. So, I'm going to need to get the power out and over. Something I can use you for. Boom. Alright. I need a large cog. I kind of want to make another speed controller. That being said, I don't know if I've got another finished precision mechanism. If I do, it's going to be in here. I have one more precision mechanism. Speed controller. I believe it's, yep, just a brass casing and precision mechanism. It recommends a speed of 84 for the automatic fisher thing. Smack you there. Alright. Well, damn it. I wish I would stop putting away stuff I actually need. Meanwhile, I've got this knife, which I don't even need on me, let alone in my hotbar. I'll smack you there. Wish I could place this paper on the ground. But no such luck. Whoop. Ow. Smack you there. Alright. This might not be high enough on reflection. No, that's high enough. I need a speed of 84. There we go. I'm going to have to bring that back up, but not immediately. How are you going to mug people in London if you don't have a knife? Well, I'm not even in London. I'm trapped in the back rooms. On reflection, I'm going to have to build these pretty high up if I want the frogs to be able to reach. So I might just want to move this all up as well. Let's go with this one. That's not where I was trying to put you, and you know it. There we go. Fucking... Life is not easy when you're this short in the back rooms. There we go. Going to set you back up to 84. Why not? I'm rotating. I'm changing your direction. Just because I can. Alright. I don't suppose I know what I did with all of my scaffolding. I'm also going to have to make a couple chests. So let's go and do that now. Six should be good. One of you has my scaffolding, and I know it. Here we go. Alright. Well, that's going to have to come back up, which is easy peasy. I'm going to need more gearboxes as well. Honestly, it would be easier to just move this up another 2. But we do this the funny way here, which is to say the dumb way. Yeah, that should be fine. Alright. Does anybody remember how to make these gearboxes? I think it is just... boop. I need more than that. I think it's just these surrounded by small cogs. Boom. Yep. Alright. I have one of something in the black toolbox. There is my wrench in there. I, of course, only put the wrench away because I figured out could be a gearbox. I'll have to check that. One can never have enough gearboxes. But my wrench is also definitely in there. Come on, rotate. Rotate the thing I'm clicking on. Hell yeah. Although I do want it this way. Yeah. There we go. A bunch of gearboxes. I'm going to need some more deployers. Fishing rods. Buckets. I'll get one set up. And then figure out the rest from there. How am I doing this? Whoops. Alright. So, the deployer is going to be up here. Means I want the chests here. Ick. Yeah, that seems right. Is that right? Do I want the chests one lower? I'm going to want them further up, that's for sure. Right. I wish my brain worked. Okay, so... not like that. I'm going to build one on the ground, just so I can visualize what it looks like. So, hopper here. This is going to be stairs. Return it had a manufacturing defect. What, my brain? Alright. I had the stuff required to do this earlier. Ow. Stairs there. That's going to be a hopper with a fence on top of it. Speaking of defects, though, let's see if we can use this ritual again. I'll even sleep first to see if that advances time slightly. Nope, no birds. Well, there's a lot of birds. Do you get what I'm talking about? The bed is too far away. Alright. Sleep has been slopped. Okay, so I can do it every now and then. It just requires some amount of real-world time to pass. So we're going to very gradually be walking down a dark path. Which is good. I don't know how long it takes in real life, but with how my brain is working here, I can just craft one of these for in here as well. Alright. Some sticks. Bamboo fence. Bamboo hopper. I think this requires not bamboo, but wooden. There we go. Although the basic shape is a lot more important than the components required. But yes, I want the chests 2 below, so I want to move it down 1. And probably forward. And then we'll see if the frogs can actually reach it. And if not, I'll have to build it over there, facing the other way. There we go. Fuck you. It do be looking like a big-ass bamboo toilet. Nope, 1 up. 1 up for what? Alright. There we go. What good is a hopper, or a scaffolding that doesn't disappear when you collect it? Anyway, let's go ahead and grab you. Smack you on there. Perfect. Bamboo fence. Oh, the wooden hopper can only move 1 thing at a time. It only has to move 1 thing at a time. In all fairness. Alright. Technically, that should be largely fine. I need a bucket of water. There we go. Ow. Redstone comparator there. Is that still on me? Not comparator, repeater. You there. Set it by 1 interval forward. Although I am setting up a lot of stuff when what I was trying to do is see if this is close enough for the frog to get to. Alt. I think it's in here. I'm out of these. I don't remember how to make those. It's called a packager. Oh, it's just andesite casing with a block of cardboard on it. That's not the kind of cardboard I can craft, which is of concern, but I should have more of it somewhere. Whoop. If I don't have more blocks of cardboard, I can go get some from hell. It's fiberboard. Since for some reason hell is where blocks of cardboard are found. There's no way I don't have some already, though. Hello again, Vicar. Oh, here we go, block of cardboard. I know, buddy, I know. I mean, I don't know what I know, but I know. I'm going to regret taking these all the time, but I don't feel like making another one just for the purposes of testing. Go ahead and drop you down. Grab me a couple of these. And grab one of these for now. I also need a frog. That's another thing I'm going to have to go to hell to get. Oh, Vicar, while you were gone, good news. We did find out that I can use the Dark Ritual. It just requires some amount of time pass. I don't know if the frog's going to be able to reach this. Maybe if I put you out like so. Actually. Well, no, because that might be in the way. I guess we'll find out. You don't technically need a name. Alright, I'll continue setting up, and we'll see if this actually works this time. And if it does, we'll just say it's temporary. On account of how ugly it has been so far. I'm gonna put my frog port away. For now. They don't have anywhere that they're going to send it to, but they also don't need to quite yet. I'll be sending it to storage near my house. For the purposes of cooking delicious, delicious fish dishes. I don't suppose anybody else knows why I came this direction, do you? Well, not that I'm the one who should know what the hell I'm doing. But if it's not obvious that I don't by now, I don't know how to help me. Right, I do need this. Might be why I came over here. I'm also going to have to find a fishing rod. Let's just make another one. I'll grab 3 bamboo. Oh, I know. I can grab the bamboo from this one that I've randomly started growing out of my wet carpet. Moist carpet. Going to become a fishing rod. Vicar, I know you've already given me money on Twitch, but buy me Deltarune Chapter 3. You won't regret buying me Deltarune Chapter 3 and 4. I think they're a package deal. Alright. If this doesn't work this time, I've got no idea. Alright, now it's working. I don't know why it didn't work earlier. Well, let's go and watch it. See if it actually catches something. Probably give it a frog port to send that to, just to make sure that the frog can actually lick things through that solid box. Am I going to piggyback at some point? Only if I remember. No, I can buy myself Deltarune Chapters 3 and 4. I wonder if the issue before was genuinely that it wasn't at exactly 84 RPM. Because the guide that I followed recommended 84. And here I am at 84 RPM, and it seems to actually be working this time. That is assuming it ever actually catches anything. Yep, we got ourselves a cod. Fuck yeah, it's working. I don't think that this water is large enough for it to catch treasure, but I just need it to work at all, honestly. I was so sad when it didn't work last time I set it up. Let's go get more shafts. I can also find out what I did with my gearboxes. Because I keep... No, I've got 4 on me. And then here's a gearbox. Grab a bunch of shafts. I'll also clear that as well. And then I'll wonder why my inventory's a mess. That's the secret. Oh, I actually don't even need gearboxes. So I'll just extend the shafts a couple. Oh damn, it is using 336 stress units. But I am generating 65,000 and not using nearly that many. Obviously I'm not going to use all that This is just for the purposes of getting things set up. Put you in there. Might as well put these back. Couldn't clear those since I'm not dealing with them at the moment. I'm going to need to make a lot more chests and stuff for these fisher units. I should also find out how to make these hands. Deployer requires wooden hands. Oh yeah, that's pretty cheap. I think I was making more living wood specifically for making this shit. Or more of these. Yeah, look at that. The resources to make 2 more. Ba 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 ba. Damn it. I'm glad that's not the kind of thing that's destroyed if you accidentally knock it off like that. Did you just burn one of my living wood? You dick. Dick. Anyway. Oh, I need more bamboo as well. Throw that up there. My sticks. Don't want my bucket. Hello, fancy axolotl. Welcome. Tervetuloa. How you doing? Hopefully well. Alright, sniffer. I actually forgot what I'm doing. I guess I just need bamboo. That's probably what I'm here for. There we go. That should be plenty. Let's get this shit done. Whatever it is I'm doing. Actually, you know what I'm doing. Just don't look at it. If you make direct eye contact at my automatic fishing machines, they will explode. Right, bunch of these. Here we go. Let's go ahead and make a couple more than that. 5 chests. Only need 3 of those. So I don't know how I set it up like that. Let's go. I do need more iron. That's what I'm going to need more of. What if I could set up some kind of system that automatically collects the XP as well? I believe I probably could, or at least that it is physically possible. I don't think... Oh, I can get bones from fishing. I think I knew that. Ow. Alright, let's come out 3. Should be good. I don't want these too close together, but I also don't want them too far apart, because I will be tearing them up eventually. Alright. Where are my fences? Did I put them away? Yes, yes I did. You here? Ick. Must make ugly automatic fishing things. They don't need to look good, they just need to work. There we go. Come on, let me up there. This needs to be stairs. Come back. Stairs. You here. Boom. Where are my redstone repeaters? There we go. I wish I was better at commentating while trying to use 100% of my brain. Alright. Let's go and grab another one of these feckers. Hammer. I do think this is my last frog port as well. Here we go. How do I make these, out of curiosity? Oh, I just deploy a vault onto some andesite alloy. That's relatively cheap. That being said, ow, I do think I'm just going to continue to go to the Nether and take them from there. They're basically free. Nobody's supervising them. Right. Click on my chain. You don't need a name. Now, this one's not facing totally straight, but I also don't think it can target that part of the chain conveyor. Alright. Shit, I never made the... Well, I need more iron for my trap. Or pressure plate as well. Well, forget being able to commentate while I'm trying to use 100% of my brain. I wish I could use 100% of my brain. Or even 10%. How make pressure plate? Only 2. There we go. That should cover me for what I'm doing. Maybe. I've got a mostly broken fishing pole I can feed to the machine. Let's go ahead and make another. Stop it, me. Gotta make another deployer. Boom. Grab a couple of these. Here we go. Perfect. Must. Back. Do what I'm doing. Right, and just give you... Wait. There we go. Now just give you this and you should start fishing. There we go. I can't be 100% sure that these frog ports are going to work until I get that set up. Honestly, with how temporary these are, it might be a good idea to just not use the frog port and check on them often. Of course, I would like to just get all this shit sent to my house. Also, don't forget to like and sub. But yeah, I'm going to run chain conveyors through here. Get the frog port to deposit everything into a storage computer, and then line these walls with drawers. It's not the prettiest solution, but I already figured out what I'm going to name the frog port that receives all the stuff. I'm going to name it Superstore. That way, every frog port that's like generating items need only send its stuff to Superstore. Ooh, incomplete electronic whatever. What was I doing? I think I already lost Fancy Axolotl. Showed up just long enough to say hello, and then something I said scared them. Could have been Tervetuloa, but that just means welcome in Finnish. I suppose Finnish language isn't for everybody. Otherwise, I could find somebody to learn it with me. And Pepe the Smug Man, if you're still there, if you can roll your R's, learn Finnish with me. It'll be a lot of fun, I promise. I need more string. Must be productive in game. I should be being productive in real life, but I'm not paid enough for that. Alright, plenty of flax. Unlike the industrial hemp that requires, like, 3 hemp, rather, to make a string, each piece of flax makes a string. I'm not buying your stupid viewers or chatters or whatever the hell you're trying to sell me. Go away. Now this is a funky beat we can all get down to. What happened to, Mallow? Did she die, or did I accidentally tell her to sit down somewhere? Because I don't remember telling her to sit down. But I also don't remember her dying, either. Funny stuff. Waste of a slime ball. Oh well. I'll either find Mallow or I won't. Hopefully I do find her. Just milking my SCP is a lot cheaper. Ow. Than summoning a cow. Obviously summoning a cow is doable. No, really, what happened to Mallow? You know, she probably went into the nether portal. That's one of the reasons I gotta tell her to sit often. I want more frog ports anyway, so let's go look in hell for my dog. And the fact that we milk Mallow for cheese is probably weirder when we just kind of refer to her like a normal dog. Alright, come on. Let me into hell. Mallow, you in here? Yes. Come on. I wonder if I shouldn't block off the nether portal somehow. Also, I'm giving this game access to 12 gigs of RAM, and it still can't handle all these fires that I started in here. Go on, Mallow. Into the portal. I wish I had a lead. There we go. In fact, I made some leads when I was messing around with the snowmen. I wonder what happened to those. Mallow. Sit. I'm going back into the nether. I need to find frogs. Just normal nether activities. Alright, everyone, look high up, because that's where the frogs are. It's pretty abundant, actually. Oh, I don't have my knife. Could get a pretty good amount of cake if I came into the hell with my knife, and then just checked all those rooms. That's a basic burner. Alright, we're looking for frogs. There's one. I've yet to find one in this world, but there are these neat little rooms that have geodes in the center. And I would really like to find one of those. Which is just more incentive to actually get some obsidian collecting, so that I can create something of a network of nether portals. Of course, actually, navigating is going to be another story. But having, multiple nether portals that I know where are, preferably, connecting different parts of the nether, sounds like a good way to get around. Is that another lodestone? It totally is. Alright, I'll grab this last frog and then I head back. Because getting lost is something I'm pretty good at. It's also embarrassing. Anyway, each lodestone is, in theory, 1 netherite ingot, which is useless to me without an upgrade template. but I will eventually be able to do something with that. Oh, here's another frog. Also, there's another frog. Right, that's 7 frogs. Am I already lost? I didn't even go that far. I can find my way about if I use coordinates. Hello, BoGB! How you doing, buddy? Hopefully you're living the dream. Me, I'm just getting lost in hell, looking for frogs. It's 9 frogs. Alright, I'm gonna have to pull up the coordinates. Can't be that far. Actually here. Alright, my portal is in this direction. So I'm only sort of lost. And keep your eyes open for fires and other signs of me. The ink game. Well, that sounds like fun. Frog. Yoink. Do I have to open up coordinates again? I might have to open up coordinates again. Got, like, no sense of direction. Here in the nether. Alright, there we go. Now I should be going in the right direction. Let's not get off course, even to pick up frogs. Maybe to pick up frogs. Bow bow. Yep, here's evidence of me. Where I'm tearing up the floor. I could really use waypoints. I feel like those would be cheating. But also, I've gone into creative mode a couple times. Technically, never to give myself something I shouldn't have. If you ignore the fact that I can fly. It's just an volley thing. Well, Mallow, you could follow me around if you would stop going into the nether. Alright. How are my fishing machines doing? Heck. Got a bunch of cod and salmon. Leather. I could really use squid. I don't know why they're not finding squid. It's something they can totally get. Alright. One, 2, 3. Don't worry if this looks bad, it is temporary, like I said. Ow. You would think that as a creature somewhat able to somewhat capable of flight, that I wouldn't take damage from falling like that. You would be wrong, apparently. Do I have chests on me? I dizzity don't. Of course, that is why I gathered these resources. Anybody else here tired? I don't know why. Probably because of all the stress of normal life things going on. I don't feel like I've slept well in 31 years. And I'm not even 31 years old yet. I'm getting close. I don't know. Maybe I didn't sleep well in the womb. I'll try not to think about it. Perfect. Smack you there. I am out of water. Let's go grab some water. I wish I could craft feather blocks with the raven feathers. Yoink. I don't know why, but I like the chains going everywhere. It's like a spider web. But all chainy. Not like Dick Cheney. Just chainy. I don't know what I'm talking about. Kind of losing my mind. That is assuming I have enough mind left to lose. Right, let's go ahead and steal another deployer from over here, because I'm nothing if not stupid. Yoink. I also need another one of these. Yoink. As soon as I get this frog set up, I'm gonna go try again to use my dark prayer. You don't need name. Wrong way. Yoink. Fucking put where I'm trying to put you. There we go. I do need a redstone whatchamacallit. Repeater. I'm set to 2. And gotta craft you a fishing pole. But then you're good to go. Right, one more. And then I'll probably have enough of these. Sweet. Let's go try the dark prayer. And then I'll use even more absurd amounts of my iron, getting all of my fish over here. Probably wondering why I even want all this fish. Well, that's for cooking. Looks like... Am I sliding out of the bed? Alright. Let's go ahead and do some more dark prayer. I unlocked the blood sign. Woot woot woot. How do I see the actual chance I've got? Signs and chance. Summon a staff. Reaper Scythe. I actually played around with the Reaper Scythe and it's shit. Neat though. Rituals. Ritual of Dispelling, Ritual of Deceit. There we go, Dark Prayer. I knew this was in here somewhere. Sacrifice animal. So wicked blood wicked. There's actually blood in this chalice, and there has been this entire time. And there we go. Blood for the Dark One. Being said, I think I can only sacrifice an animal once a day as well. Because I don't plan on killing any more of my chickens, so it's not something I'll be doing, per se. But as I get sheep, which I plan on using to make shepherd's pie, I will also be collecting their blood for the purposes of dark sacrifice. If you really want points, what you need to sacrifice is, villagers. But guess what I don't have access to? And if I did have access to villagers, I could make the most powerful backpack upgrades in the game. On account of simply being able to sell sticks for emeralds. Also, I think emeralds are better than diamonds in Tinker's Construct. Which is this system I'm barely playing with. Alright. Look at my frogs. My frogs are amazing. Really hoping that one of them would get some squid by now. They just require time. It's fine. I'll be patient with my frog children. I gotta make one more of these anyway. 3, 4. I suppose it is a good thing I can't just, ow, shotgun validation from a dark god and force me to actually automate some fish. What I need to do is automate a farm. All right. One more hopper. There should actually be stairs. I need more water. I am out of water in real life. I meant to start streaming earlier than I did, and then in that time I was consuming all of my water. There's a hacker in your lobby. I do wish people would not hack in multiplayer games. Like, if you're going to cheat in a single-player game, you're really usually only ruining your own enjoyment of it. Unless, for some reason, you genuinely are having more fun that way. I've played my fair share of games that were so bad that you have to kind of cheat to make them any fun at all. One of the few games that I had for the PlayStation 1 as a child was Digimon World 1. And, like, I sucked at that game. And then I went back and played it a couple years ago. At, like, I want to say, what, 24, 25? To see if a slightly older me could do any better. And, no. That game's just really fucking hard for no reason. Which is wild, because it is straight up a game for children. I was following a guide, and, my precious Agumon turned into a Numamon. I actually don't particularly care for Agumon, but he's better than Numamon, that's for sure. Whoops. And Numamon could be somebody's favorite. But if you told me that Numamon was your favorite, I probably would not believe you. Not at first. Let's get more treated wood going into living wood, so that I can make more hands. Yeah, what's the matter? I guess that one does have a reason to be depressed, because it's stuck in that corner. Which I can't stress enough, it's not my fault. How'd you even get over there, buddy? Good morning, Cyan Dog. Miten mene. Or, if you prefer, Mita Kulu. Ow, my cankles. Yeah, one more. Smack you there. And I need to make you a fishing rod. Hopefully you're having fun. I'm currently just making animal sacrifices, occasionally stopping to do dark rituals, and getting my fishing automated. Right? Nah, so a couple of streams ago, I tried to get the automated fishing whatever working. And even though I set it up correctly, the issue was that you need an RPM of 84. Apparently, it needs to be exactly 84. Are you connected? There you go. That being said, they're not sending it anywhere yet. So let's go ahead and make another chain conveyor. I don't know why I keep feeling like I'm running out of ash alloy. That's not the case. Alright. One of these has got to be eating my large cogs. Actually, I just don't think I have any large cogs. which can't be true. Where'd those all go? Alright, another one of these made. Grab these, grab these. Let's make a couple more shafts. Alright, I believe it's 11 out from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, those look lined up to me. It's going to rotate you. Alright. Do I have any chains on me? I totally do. I'd be surprised if I didn't. But that's a story for another time. How are you doing, Cyan Dog? Are you living the dream? I don't know why that's something I ask so often. Kitland, long time no see. House of Leaves style technique. What? Technique mod? Question mark? I'm not overly familiar with House of Leaves. That being said, I do have chains going everywhere. I'm a big fan of them. They're like spider webs. Probably connect these two as well. It's not like I don't have enough iron. And if I even do run out of iron, I can just make more. Alright. On reflection, I'm hoping my chain conveyor can go through my lichen subsign. Otherwise, I'm probably going to have to move that. Alright. Let's bring it into here. Yeah, here's a good spot. I wish I could do something with these banana fronds. Heaps of assessments from uni. Well, hopefully everything's going well. School and education are important. The American education system kind of sucks, but based on the fact that you said uni, I don't think you're putting up with that bullshit. I suppose that term is not never used here in the US. It's just not commonly used. Can you reach? Too far apart. Oh, whatever. I'll just make more. I don't want one right in the doorway, so I'm hoping that they can be a little bit closer. Australia? I mean, everywhere's got its problems. Australia, I would say, has got its shit together for the most part, depending on where you live. Unless you are Aboriginal, in which case Australia's kind of screwed you over. And if you're not Aboriginal, it would be nice if Australia were nicer to them still. Although I'm American, as you can tell by my accent, and we kind of kicked the teeth in of the people who are already here. America has not been kind to its indigenous people. The United States, specifically. Well, and Canada and Mexico. The more you look at history, the more you realize that people kind of suck. You escaped as a hider in Ink Game. I'm going to be real, Boji B. I have no idea how Squid Game works. So by extension, I don't know how Ink Game works either. Alright. Gotta hurry up and get my shit going. Make more dark sacrifices. And get my fish transported to somewhere I can get it. Alright. Let's go ahead and real quick make another large cog. It's a game of hide and seek. You know a game that seems like fun, but that I've never actually played is Prop Hunt. This is not a good spot. It does seem centered, though. And if I need to put this here just to get power into this building, well, that's not going to work, is it? Come on. Place, damn you. There we go. Well, I'm glad those two are close enough to connect. Will you connect to you? It will. We got power moving, and I don't need to move my like and sub sign. That's not centered. Oh well, easy fix. I'm gonna put you here. Stand you up. Alright. Fucking... You know what's funny though, is that every time I complain about my height causing me issues in this game, I only have myself to blame. I technically don't have to be playing as a smaller volley. This is the back rooms, yes. But it's like a classic rendition of the back rooms without all the monsters. Because I believe the monsters were added later. The only monster other than basic Minecraft monsters is Mallow, who I milk to make cheese. So Mallow's not really a threat. Where's my cardboard? Welcome back, Bob the War Crimes. Spruce planks. Okay, here's all my blocks of cardboard. More mallow cheese. I mean, I've not made mallow cheese recently, because if you look at the mallow cheese I've already made, it's just kind of sitting here on the ground. And Pocket Dragon. Everyone's showing up. Which is unfortunate. I can only really be live for another hour and a half. I don't have a lot of chores to do. But I do have to stop and do chores at some point. Get another showing of the house. Smack you there. Alright, for now, let's go ahead and just put... I have no inventory space. Smack you and you over here. Just so that you're not deposited when I drop everything off. You would think an hour and a half would be long enough to get something done, but I'm really dumb. There we go. Deposit all that junk. Let's go ahead and make some chests. That'll have to do for now. Storage drawers would be preferable, but this is all pretty temporary. Smack you there. I'll pick you up. Yoink. Ick. There we go. Connect you. Your name will be Fish. Perfect. Now, I gotta make a bunch of signs. And by bunch, I mean 4. I believe signs are made 3 at a time. And I've already got a sign over here. So I need only make 1 stack of signs. Yoink. Ugh, I don't know why I'm so tired. Probably because I'm stressed out all the time and never sleeping. That might do it. Put you there. Sweet. No, that's correct about it doing 3 at a time. The one good boombox at the flea market somehow. Eh? If you can find good stuff at the flea market, somebody's gotta find it. Might as well be you, right? Fish. Whoop. The fish. Fish. Alright, now I just need to make some levers. Whoops. Do I have cobblestone? I totally fucking do. Do I swear too much? Or do I not swear enough? These are the questions. I think if I put the lever too close to the other side, it will stop the hopper from working. Right, so they're basically spitting cardboard boxes. Over here, the cardboard boxes are following the trail. There we go. And then these are picked up by fish. Keep in mind, not everything in there is actually going to be a fish. But I'm just going to have to remove the stuff like that. Lily pads! I can't remember what, but I need those for something. How do I scrap leather armor? I probably don't. Oh, I can cutting boards it. Do I need to use shears, or can I just use a knife? Looks like I need to use shears. It also probably won't work, since these are partially damaged. I might just have to throw them into lava. I say cunt sometimes. The US is pretty weird about the word cunt. I think they think it's a gendered word. Alright. I can never have enough bowls. But I'm also throwing you in the lava. Ow, my cankles. Oh, well, looks so dystopian. My weird chain spiderweb moving fish around. A squid! Bowl. Right. So yeah, that turns into vines. And then when vines are thrown into this, it turns just back into a lily pad. So what can I do with vines? Resolute ivy. I guess I can craft mossy stone. Vine ball. Mossy stone bricks do seem like a lot of fun to craft. Vine garland. I don't think I like the bows, but that is nice. Now, hello, this channel's abandoned. How are you doing? Oh, tropical fish. And a couple bones. The main thing I want out of this is squid. I'm just amused by my little system of getting fish here. Oh, I'm stocking up on cod real fast. And rotten flesh. Unfortunately, I don't think I can put this squid back down. I think the squid just kind of exists as an item now. If there was a ritual to summon a squid, it's probably been changed. Because the ritual to summon a witch summons ghasts. So I'm kind of curious as to what the ghast summoning ritual does. Let's see here. Wraith is just a block of wool, a bone, and some lesser shards. Random squid summoning ritual. That is fair. Although interestingly, and I don't even know how this works, a lot of people who I see in chat, their channel is named something other than what their chat name displays. And I know how that works on Twitch. I don't know how that works on YouTube. Not that it would change mine, I just didn't know that was a thing you could do. Oh yeah, I could probably put some of my stuff away. Because at least for now, I'm happy with that thing. Or that stuff. Ooh, more raven feathers. Whoa, that's super rare! I just got 4 chicks out of 1 egg. Like, I knew that's a thing that could happen. I don't know what the odds of it are. Whoops. Hop into bed, me. Anyway, let's see if I can't do my dark chant again. And unlock a new level of ritual. Oh, I unlocked the new sign. Alright. Let's see here. Rituals. Nature and phenomena. Where do they appear? Oh, here we go. Elder statue. I need to make that dark symbol, which I use pewter for. Dark prayer, animal sacrifice, censer. Gotta figure out how this dark magic works. What are you again? Soul sign? The soul sign is the etching by which souls are attached to beings. Those who know it have been given knowledge of the intangible, and those who speak it forth should be aware of the power, their own or others, that they are toying with. Dark prayer, once a day. Animal sacrifice is also once per day. How do I get the dark sigil thing? I'm only somewhat familiar with this mod. Despite the fact that I've unlocked the crafting recipe for that, I might need to wait a little bit longer. I also wonder why my bees aren't coming out of their house. Unless there's summoning a sheep. Grass block. It's not too hard to get. High quality blank cassettes. Surely you can still purchase blank cassettes though. I don't want to use salmon, I want to use cod. Steel ingot. Steel ingot. I need iron. Questionable condition. I don't know how easy it is, but thankfully there will always be people who are interested in old tech. Right, how do I do this? Not like that. Here we go. Sweet, I don't even have to rapidly press it. I need only hold. And this is what dark magic is all about. Just chopping up a bunch of fish. Alright. Do I have seaweed on me? I should. Well, not seaweed. They call it kelp. I had to butcher all those fish. I couldn't kelp myself. Bob the War Crimes. Are you eating your cassette tapes? I don't think that's what those are for, buddy. Right. Those are making kippers. Fucking love kippers. Getting rid of a smartphone and replacing it with a bunch of everyday carry stuff. I've seen some people doing that. I'm pretty ahead of the curve. I don't even use my smartphone. The screen is so damaged, it's really only good for making phone calls. And I don't even do that. Good luck getting a hold of me. Burn, baby, burn. Ow. I wish I could remember what I was doing, specifically. Heck yeah. I used to be pretty into photography. Back when I was younger and actually passionate about things. Trying to remember the name of the YouTuber. But he did something like that. We actually had to use a landline to occasionally make phone calls to arrange to, like, hang out. Do I know what an Eaton tape is? Is it where the mechanism that's supposed to feed it through tears it up? It's probably Eddie Burback. I think I watched him lose his mind at a rainforest cafe, and that's pretty much the only reason I recognize him. But he's also like the third or fourth YouTuber to lose their mind at a rainforest cafe. I don't know what the hell's going on at Rainforest Cafe, but it is something. I'm gonna go ahead and move you, just because you keep eating my shit. You're going in here for now. Also, I forgot the real reason I did all that. The reason I butchered all those fish was for the bone meal, so that I can try to get grass. Because if I can summon some sheep, I'll have access to, well, first of all, animal blood, which I need for my ritual sacrifices. Oh. Hello, Cynic1254, and thank you for the raid. I'm not stinky. I showered yesterday. And yes, I shower daily. It's just, dang, it's already 6 a.m. Hey, Vicar, how do I do shoutouts? At what point is this game not Minecraft anymore? That's an excellent question. I actually vastly prefer Vintage Story to Minecraft. So, if you can be a small bird running around in the back rooms, then I would say it's a better game than Minecraft. Vicar is missing in action. Vicar's right there. Vicar figured out the shout-out. I should probably figure out how Twitch works. I should also probably figure out what I'm doing. I've come back here 3 or 4 times now, and what I'm trying to do is get 2 iron ingots. I should also probably reset this so that I've got a good supply of living wood. My little fishing setup is temporary, but I'm probably going to need deployers sooner than I actually tear all that shit down. That is fair, Bob the War Crimes. Also, hello, Raiders. I'm currently playing something called Liminal Industries. It's like a backrooms mod pack. Ton of added challenge. Everything you think you know about Minecraft does not work that way anymore. It is mostly fun, except when I'm losing my mind. Currently, I'm just doing a bunch of automatic fishing. I should probably make sure I don't already have shears. Look at all this stuff. Do I already have shears before I go crafting some? Does not look like it. I can justify making shears. That being said, if you do not get grass by cutting it with shears, I'm kind of fucked. I don't know how I'm going to make a sheep otherwise. Hell yeah, that's how you get grass. Also a bunch of seeds I don't care about. But that's a later issue. I don't not care about the coffee beans. I should probably see if I can grow those. That being said, I don't think I can make coffee until I get a coffee pot, which requires some setup. Also requires that I be able to spell the word coffee. Void crystal, basic coil. I'm actually... I need to use my little particle ray thing on some redstone, but I could make a coffee pot now. How do you make a sheep? 2 lesser soul gems, a block of white wool, and some grass. And then from there, the sheep can make more sheep the good old-fashioned way. I don't know if I can grow coffee beans. Or maybe I just can't grow them on wet carpet. Kind of hard to tell what can and cannot be grown on wet carpet. Let's see here. Potatoes I use. Okay, cool. I can grow coffee beans. Which is good. Please don't call it that. A shitten? Are y'all talking about a sheep-cat hybrid? We could always call it a shat. Anyway, cabbage seeds. I need to expand my storage. It's not even organized. I need to expand it and then organize it. Possibly not in that order. Soul gems, that's what I'm doing. Yoink. I also need redstone and quartz. Redstone. How much is up here? More than enough, let's go. I think I can also use grass. Yeah, in the monopool. To get pasture seeds. I don't know what this is. Oh, it can be used in making the small versions of floating flowers. So that's helpful. Anyway, I need these. There we go. Grab a bucket of water. I'm going to need to make 4. Bring it up to a boil. Cassettes are interesting. If somebody wants to get into learning Finnish with me, though, let me know. Puhun vain vähän suomea. But I would like to learn more. Alright. 1 down. Problem with Finnish is that you have to roll the R, like every R. Every single R in the Finnish language is rolled, and a lot of people can't do that for some reason. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Start it twice. Come on, soulstone. Let's go. I should probably stop hatching sniffers. All they do is annoy me. And then dig beetroots out of the carpet. Which is funny. I'm amused. Already learning a language full time, but if that language isn't Finnish, then what's the point? Also, I need somebody to practice with. Otherwise, I'm not doing a very good job of learning it. Heck, cute. Must get cheap. That being said, I might not have enough string. So I may have to spend a bit of time cutting up carpet. Boom. Right, Finnish is the language. No, it's just a lot of fun. Suomi on niin kaunis kieli. Finnish is such a beautiful language. That being said, one of the 2 people I know who already speaks Finnish says that it's caveman babble, which is rude. And also only partially true. String. Oh, I've got plenty of string. I only need 2 wool. Alright. Also gotta find my charcoal, which is in here somewhere, surely. Here we go. Alright. Let's go get some sheep. Yeah. A lot of my expanded deep lore for this Avali character that I'm playing as comes from a fictional planet called Yapalo, which just means ice ball in Suomi. But the star that it orbits is named Hamaran Violetti, which means twilight purple. Named for its color, which is interesting because I think canonically Avali can't see that wavelength. They have trouble seeing cooler colors, which is not cool. Bit of stupid person humor. 1, 2. Smack you there. And 1 of my grass. Charcoal helps. Inventory management is my passion. There we go. Assuming the mod pack developer didn't change the recipe, this is how you make sheep. You lost your hydrogen peroxide? Hell yeah. We've got ourselves a sheep. Would you not eat the grass directly where you spawned? What's up with you? Alright. 1 more sheep. I can't remember what you need to breed sheep. Is it just, wheat? Everything used to be just wheat, but then they added carrots. Here we go. Got ourselves some sheep. As long as they don't somehow eat this grass so quickly that it doesn't grow back, then we'll be good. No, also, if any of the people from the raid are still here, and it seems like I'm talking to myself, I'm dual streaming, so I'm also on YouTube at the moment. So this like and sub banner is more for YouTube, since subscribing on Twitch costs money. That being said, some crazy people have actually done it. Let's go and grab a lily pad so I can make some vines. I believe that once vines start growing, they grow indefinitely. It's been a while since I've played Minecraft. Actually, it's been a really long time since I've played vanilla Minecraft. I've been playing a lot of this lately. Yeah. Don't forget to like your YouTube fans. I'm not a big fan of contact. Of any kind. Both being touched and touching others. My YouTube viewers will just know that they're being licked in thought. Here we go. I got me some vine. Going to have to find my wheat. I should have a bunch of wheat in my vodka keg. Put it somewhere that I'll actually see it growing downward. That should be fine, assuming it actually grows there. One can never have enough vodka. Thank you for the following, or the follow, Zenfire. Aw, I thought it was making some chicken fried rice. Also, yes, there is wheat in my little vodka thing. Hey, you two. I need to do some animal sacrifice at some point. So the sooner I get these sheep fucking, the better. Oh, I've covered the raven in slime. Is there like a reason you can do this? That's cursed. Hopefully it washes off or something. Otherwise I just got a green sheep now. Hopefully it won't ruin my animal sacrifice. But it's hard to tell what will and will not mess up this, Okay, the slime wore off. What a strange thing to be able to do, though. That being said, I need to make more, mugs. So that I can make more vodka. Alright. Have fun out there, Kitland. If you haven't yet, be sure to watch my, Deltarune streams. Apparently I'm better at the game than I thought I was. I thought that 4 tries for a certain, secret boss was bad, but then somebody assured me that no, it's actually pretty good. There's also that teacup thing that only took me 3 tries, and somebody said that it took them like double digits. Which does just support my theory that the reason I was struggling with the teacups was my analog stick. Since the first time I switched to the directional pad, I succeeded. Wow, let me check my kippers. I'm stuck. Droplets of hydrogen peroxide. H2O2 shouldn't be too dangerous, unless it covers like a large area. My kippers are not being made very fast. There we go. Speed them along. Not fast enough. There we go. That should last a bit. Right? Although I am 30, so I don't know if being good at games is worse than being bad at games. Might not be a good or a bad thing, it's just a thing. If I was... Actually, you know what? I'd probably put them in the drawers. Can't be asked to adjust it. Here we go. How make the thing I'm making? I believe like this. Yeah. That's how you do it. 48 should be enough. And of course, I don't know what I did with the rest of them. If I was the rest of my tankards, whoops, where would I be? Oh, here we go. Alright, 57 tankards is going to have to be enough. I should get into Major League Gaming. Join an esports team. I don't know what the hell a MOBA is, but I'm gonna start playing them. Let's go. That's a lie. I know what a MOBA is. I don't know what the hell MOBA stands for, but I know what a MOBA is. Hey, could you not wander off? You're supposed to be in there. Same for you. Oh, look at the sheep wandering towards the animal sacrifice thing all by itself. Well, anyway, let's get sloshed. Where's my time in a bottle? These got a stack. Gotta get these sheep fucking. I need them for my ritual sacrifice and shepherd's pie. One cannot have animal sacrifice without shepherd's pie, and vice versa. Nope. Let's make this stream unwatchable. Come on. There we go. This will probably be the last group of this that I actually make. I mean, it's going to be making more on its own. But I'm probably not going to waste time speeding it up after this. Come on, rápidamente, por favor, no veas tiquitos. Sometime this decade. I can also just check its progress. Yeah, it's almost done. Bum 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 bum. Brewing and chewing. It is interesting, though, that the mods that I like the most for Vintage Story do just add, like, new crops to grow and new ways to cook food. And then I'm over here having fun with Minecraft mods that do the same thing. I do not have a cat. My housemate has two, though. Hey, be nice. Vintage Story is actually a lot of fun. Are you stacking? Yes. Almost done. Alright, there we go. Now then, are you two ready to mate again? They totally are. Let's go and grab some more of my wheat. Here you go. I gotta find out what I did. Ow. I do have to find out what I did with my leads. Milkaholic. It's not milk, it's vodka. I don't drink very often in real life, but when I do, I pretty much only drink vodka. Ooh, a glow squid? What the fuck was that? My shoes just broke. Weird. Anyway, I don't know, you could get glow squids from fishing. That's the kind of thing I never would have figured out if I didn't set up this automatic fishing thing. What time is it? Palion Kikero on. Damn it, I gotta stop streaming in 40-ish minutes. Which is fine. Let's go ahead and turn this off temporarily. Eck. There we go. That way my lava buckets will stack up instead of being destroyed instantly. How make drill? Alright, it's just a drill head on some andesite, or I guess ash casing. There we go. Let's go ahead and put my tankards away. Up there, and there we go. Now I just need a single copper. There we go. What is my satiety thing looking like? Genuinely hard to tell, but I'm not starving to death. Something's going on with my hunger bar there. I just can't tell you what. I always grab one too many iron bars. Arcane gold. That's not what I want. Menthol is literal poison. But then why do they put so much of it, what do they call it? Heck, come on, put these away. There we go. 6 of these, 1 of these. I do seem to be clicking on things that I'm not looking at. I wonder if it's because I'm super intoxicated. Like in the game. In real life, I'm sober. Depressingly so. I jest. Right, drill get. Alright. There we go, drill made. Where's my wrench? I guess this is primarily what I'm dealing with. Let's make a hopper. I could probably use a wooden hopper. Yeah, let's make a wooden hopper. I've already got the resources to make that. And then I'm going to need lava buckets and a water bucket. But that's a non-issue. Wooden chest. Wooden hopper. Barrel. Surely I've got a barrel in my inventory somewhere. No. I mean, I might. But I've also got chests, so doesn't matter. Put you here, you here. Smack you there like so. Wrong way. Fine. Pick you up the way you want to be picked up. Put you there like that. This would be so much easier if I was sober. I would just have to drink milk mallow to fix my sobriety issue. Fucking stop it. Alright. Okay. Upstairs. Here. Not like that. Break the stairs. Yeah. Can't be doing shit like milking mallow if you're sober. There we go. Fucking... That's not where I put that. And you know it, game. I think the issue is that my crosshair is still centered, even though it's moving around like wild on account of all the alcohol. One must drink mallow. Don't worry, this tipsy effect will only last another hour and 2 minutes. Alright, let's go and grab a bucket of water. Yeah, yoink. Come on, grab the water. There we go. Well, I'm neither Slavic nor a man. So, we have an hour and 2 minutes of intoxication that we have to put up with. Right. There we go. I don't suppose you've already got any buckets of lava, do you? Nope. Right, taking random damage. Probably because I fell. Whoop. Buckets. Buckets, I have a gift for you. Oh, Buckets already had a bunch of buckets. They just weren't moving because the system was full. Well, I don't know how much alcohol is actually in a tankard of vodka, like a full-ass tankard. But I do believe I just drank 57 of them. So... Alright, this part takes the longest. Just sending stuff back and forth. Eventually, the buckets will be full enough of cobblestone. There we go. That they enter into the smelter, and then I can take them for my own purposes. On reflection, Maybe trying to very gingerly pour a bucket of lava in a hole is not the best thing to do while drunk. Unpunished. I do think it is very slowly, very, very slowly breaking it. Sometime this week. But I think if I make an obsidian... Let's see here. Molten obsidian. Not refined. I think if I pour this onto a pickaxe... mold... That's not what I'm trying to do. Trying to figure out what I can make with molten obsidian. Here we go. Casting. It's the casting table, not the casting couch. Ha ha ha. Oh, I can make obsidian plated shield. Not what I'm trying to do. Also, I do think it's interesting that obsidian armor is only as good as iron, but I guess obsidian is fragile-ass volcanic glass. Anyway, the thing I'm trying to make is a pickaxe. So if I make a wooden pickaxe head, and I pour this on here, it'll make a pickaxe with the mining tier of diamond. And so I just have to use obsidian for that, instead of needing to make... Whoops. I'm sure I took damage. Too drunk to tell. Whoops. Come on, sometime this week, buddy. There we go. Oh, yeah. I'm not even doing the mining. I'm just kind of sitting here watching it mine itself. I guess I can go see if I can do another dark prayer. We are still seeking validation from a dark outer god. So we need to keep up with that. Hopefully sleeping doesn't actually affect my intoxication level. I would hate to get sober. Nope. I don't think I did. Sweet. Let's do the prayer. I wonder if I can use snail blood. Wrong book. Right, accepted the prayer. I don't have a weapon. I'm gonna have to beat this snail to... or slug to death with stick. Come on, buddy. Oop. Don't run from me. Want to see if your blood fills the chalice. Surely slugs don't have blood. Or at least not blood that a dark outer god will accept. Oh, hell yeah. He's accepting the blood. Boom. That's what it's all about. Sacrificing slug blood to a dark outer god. Anyway, let's go get more obsidian. Where is my obsidian going? Oh. It's just ending up in the hopper, because I think the hopper's pointed in the wrong direction. Which is not a difficult thing to fix, but it is very annoying. Going real quick. And correct that mistake. Breaking the Minecraft water. Get down there. Might angle you at the chest. That's not where I want you, and you know it. There we go. Alright, and I can put this back on. Whoa. Yeah. Fuck. Come on, I can do this. Could you imagine trying to do an entire parkour challenge like this? Alright. I'll just place it here. And then rotate it until it's facing the right direction. There we go. That wasn't an uphill battle at all. Alright, I really just need 10 of this, so that I can make another portal somewhere else in a future stream. While this obsidian... Oh, it already broke. I was going to say, well, this obsidian very slowly mines. Let's go ahead and look through this, see if we can't find... Oh, Touch of Darkness. Ah, so it's Dark Soul, Dark Soul. Oh, the Dark Lord has granted you the ability to touch certain items with dark power. Perform the chant while looking at a certain dropped item. Cast a pewter inlay with... the inlay will be transfigured, taking the form of the unholy symbol. Using it on a weapon will temporarily imbue it with necrotic powers, making it deal a bit of wither damage. Let's go ahead and fly over here. And we'll throw that away. Let's go ahead and grab my pewter symbol. Should have one left. I say should, because I'm not exactly organized. Oh, there it is. Whoop. Whoop. Here we go. That being said, I'm not entirely sure there are rituals that require an upgraded altar. But we shall find out. Running around at the speed of sound. Alright, here we go. So, drop this on the ground. Take it from my book. Dark Soul, Dark Soul. There we go. Marked with darkness. Now we need this for a couple of things. So it's a good thing we got one. That being said, I don't need it right now, so it's going in the cupboard. Whoop-a-po. Isn't doing all this weird magic bullshit so much more fun than actually making progress? If I open this, I have so much I need to do. Pyrolyzer. Fractioning still. Blast chiller. What the hell is a blast chiller? Aren't they those like adorable grey rodents that bathe in dust? Alright. Are my machines still fishing? Well, 2 of them broke their fishing rod. Actually, all but 1 of them has broken their fishing rod. So that does explain the very slow progress. I don't have enough bamboo to make another 3 fishing rods. Let's go ahead and rectify that. Which is a fun word. Oh. That should be enough. Alright, so my next stream is going to be Hollow Knight Silk Song. But after that, I think we should actually explore the back rooms a tiny bit. Once I have enough lava to make a portal, and can actually safely explore, without getting lost, then we can actually look around a bit. Maybe find another large open space. Although really what I need are jukeboxes. Since here in the back rooms, jukeboxes are my only source of diamonds. I've already got a diamond and another jukebox. What am I straying? Ow. Probably put my string away. Which I wish I would stop doing. Don't I know that walking around like this is difficult? Alright, string. Here we go. Come on, give me the string. There we go. Woo. Peak stream. Appreciate it, Bojibe. Although I am actively making the stream harder to watch by consuming 57 tankards of vodka. Ow. There we go. We'll have to safely land on this water pool. There we go. Should probably eat some strawberries or something. I'll do that later. Surely that wasn't enough fire damage to kill me. Whoop! I do have to be careful taking damage, because all damage I take will be delayed. Which is funny, but can easily get me killed. Alright, looks like now that I've got these three, that fourth one also needs a new bamboo pole. Here you go. Perfect. One more. Come on. Here we go. Can get my machines fishing again, which is good. I can also get this bucket back in here. Boom. As long as I don't let this run empty, I'm safe to leave the machine off. Yeah, it's still got 15 and a bit buckets of lava. And I am only 3 lava short, or 3 obsidian short from being able to make. Ow. There we go. Must survive. What's in here? Not strawberries, that's for sure. Let's go pick some strawberries. I think it's been a while since I've done that. Ow. Hopefully there's no more damage that I'm going to take. Here we go. This'll heal me. Apparently only 1 heart, though. Whoops. Can't be turning that off. What is this and why is it here? It's probably just something I did at random to clear out my inventory. Kind of screw myself over a lot like that. Alright, what time is it? It's 6:33 a.m. And thankfully I don't have a lot of chores that need doing. But the fact that I've got chores that need doing at all means that I can't stream past 7. That's probably a lot safer place to be trying to place the lava. Ah, sweet. My boxes are moving again. Which means we are again catching fish. I'm hoping they catch like a fishing rod. I don't think they can, though. This pond seems a bit shallow, being a single block for catching treasure. I could probably set it up to where it automatically pumps obsidian or lava into a water block so the drill can collect it from there instead of needing to be placed manually. If for some reason at some point it becomes important that I have more obsidian. I'm actually not a he, and I'm not high. I'm tipsy. Times 10. I drank 57 tankards of vodka, which would do that. But remember that your streamer's pronouns are they, them, theirs. Whoop. Who put that shaft there? It was me. I put that shaft there. You've not missed much. I've just been screwing around with my fishing machines. My wildlife is trying to escape into the back rooms. Can I make leather into jerky? No. Although I can make chicken into jerky. I guess chicken jerky might be a thing. I don't eat chicken, so I wouldn't have checked. But also, who wants to eat chicken jerky when you could just get a bunch of, rotten flesh? If I come over here, which I have not done in a while, I've got this system in place. Whoop. Ignore all the snow, it's part of a failed experiment. So up here is a monster spawner. It spawns husks. This redstone torch is stopping them from spawning. Whoop. Ignore the darkness. If I flip this switch, turns off the redstone torch, and the husks can start spawning again. That one's even got a backpack on. But the husks cannot make it past this enchanted ash. I don't think I have any arrows. Not on me, at least. Which is unfortunate. I don't know if that husk can actually drop its backpack, though. So, it's no real loss. Oh, I can melt down husks, apparently. Into single nuggets. It's not currently set up for it. But because they can't get through here, if I bring my ritual stuff there, I can perform the ritual that just turns them into soul shards. That being said, there's nothing stopping them from going that way. Whoop. What time is it? Palion Kilo on. I gotta stop streaming in 20 minutes anyway, so I might as well show off what I'm talking about. Hell yeah, look at my fish. Whatever you do, don't land in the lava. Ow. Poor creature's being blown away. Possibly towards lava. I do wish my wildlife would stay in here, but I guess I don't mind if they wander off. Right. Well, these... Ow. This one can be broken by hand. It's just a coincidence that I used the hand thing to do that. Let's get down to Quiznos. Do I have redstone on me? I do. Do I have... What else do I need, actually? I need charcoal, which I thought for sure I had on me. I do. Let's go and check out the ritual real quick. Crystallization. Oh, it's bone meal, which I probably have on me. Whoop. Do I have bone meal on me? I actually don't. So it's a good thing I double checked. Probably left it all in a storage drawer. It's the curse of trying to be organized. Just shove a bunch of strawberries down my gullet. If I was bone meal, here we go. Oh, put the rice back. There we go. I'm also going to take more redstone with me. Put the flint back. There we go. That's more redstone than I wanted. But, this is just what I do. Because I do not want this system to fail. Let's go ahead and just turn it back on. That's not what I was trying to do. There we go. Ow. And I'm back up. Let's go. Hopefully I'm more awake for tomorrow's stream. Because we need to defeat the last judge. I am stuck on the precipice of Hollow Knight Silksong Act 2. Alright, put you here. One hand, and two hand. Get that set up. And flip this off. Just watch them pour down. Look how eager they are to die. Alright, have fun, BoGB. I've actually got to stop streaming soon anyway. I just have to figure out for the next stream how I'm going to get Hornet drunk. I'm having trouble with the boss when Hornet controls well. What if Hornet controlled like shit? Ow. Gonna let them build up a little bit. Would be nice if one spawned with a backpack, but I also don't think that they're able to drop them on account of how this mod pack works. Like, I think their loot pool has been greatly nerfed. Look at them go. Actually, you know what? I'm going to flip this back on. Let's go and do the ritual. And then I'm going to go ahead and, real quick, because I've got 18 minutes left, pick this stuff up. What I can pick up anyway. Looks like all the important stuff is being left on the ground. Get rid of the stairs. And then the soul gems, which is what I want, aren't being picked up. Let's just consume these. There we go. Let's go ahead and make the lens. Mono lens. Oh, that's a storm lens. I just want to make the mono lens, which is normal glass surrounded by 4 ingots. You better not drop feathers on any of my delicate machines. That is something I'm going to have to worry about. Call that a later problem, though. Now let's deposit everything I can for now. Grab some cardboard. Yoink. Oh, there. Turns out the game is hard to control when you're super intoxicated. Like in the game. Right. Hopefully that's all connected. I guess there's one way to find out. Okay, it's able to pick that up. Now we have to wait for there to be enough mana. Now we play the waiting game. Don't worry, there will eventually be enough mana in this pool. Hopefully it does what it's doing long enough, or quickly enough, that the iron bars don't despawn. I think they've got a good couple of minutes. Well, they're just safe to sit on the ground. Alright, one more. It's going to take a while. There is a way to see the amount of mana in the pool. It's the monocle. Oh, but I don't know what I did with that. Oh, I'm so eepy. I'm so tired. Hurry up. We need that ingot. Come on. Do I have a Botania book on me? No, I guess I wouldn't be that careless with my inventory. Let's see what kind of rings. I'm sorry, let's see what kind of rings there are. Most of these pages are not rings. Ring of Correction. Of course, doesn't tell me what it does. Ring of the Mantle. Great Fairy Ring. Pretty expensive, but I believe that one does allow you to fly. Sweet. Got the ring I'm after. Let's see if I can't find glass. It's gotta be normal glass. The mono glass that I've got over there won't work. I think a glass pane will work. Let's find out. Yep, glass pane works. Now I think I just need an iron and a gold ingot. And then we should be good to go. Here we go. Probably just craft this in here. Magnet lens. And then you I combine with another 4 monosteel to get the ring of magnetization. I definitely don't have enough mana for that. There are better flowers for generating mana. They're just really expensive. I'll let that do its thing for a tiny bit. Come on. Put you down. Find out what I did with my Botania book. Let's see here. Functional flora. Bergamot. Oh. Daffodil. Which one of these? Actually produces mana. Trinkets and accessories. Cosmetic trinkets, don't care about. Sirius amulet. The wearer is granted the ability to double jump. I just don't need to do that, because I'm a filthy cheater. I can jump 10 times. Technically 11. Right, let's see how many mana bars I can make. Hopefully 4. But I doubt. Come on. There we go. I can make a single mana bar. Wish those would have speeded up. Mana manipulation. Monotide bellows. Introduction to mana. Functional flora. Endo flames, hydrangeas, mana spreaders, and mana pools. You like it? I guess I can just look up the hydro whatever. Decorative does not decay. Blue and cyan petals. Well, that's actually really cheap. That being said, they don't produce that much mana very quickly. But more methods of mana production could not hurt. I wonder if they can pull water from a sink. Come on, Endo Flame. I could also just make more Endo Flames, since they are a lot more active. Maybe have passive and active sources. For as much mana as possible. Come on, rapidamente, por favor. I gotta stop streaming in 8 minutes. I got a notification on Discord. Oh, it's just somebody else. Somebody else going live, which I don't care about. Mostly joking. Hydrofluoric acid. Oh, a jetpack. Which requires hydrogen. How do I make it the jetpack? Diamond dust? That doesn't sound too expensive. That being said, there are other aspects. To this jetpack that do look a lot more expensive. Mana lenses. Our lens can be dyed or by crafting it with any color of the dye, giving it the color with the mana pearl to create a rainbow lens. Change the color of the fired burst. I just want to learn how to make mystical items. Like mana steel equipment. Who doesn't want to learn about that? Rod of the Hills. Rapidamente, por favor. Oh, it succeeded. Yoink, let's craft our magnet ring. And then see the power of not needing to wait for, or not needing to turn things off. A magnetizing lens on a ring of monosteel yields the ring of magnetization, which attracts nearby items, making them float towards the wearer. The ring is disabled when the user is sneaking, or when the range of a or when in the range of a whatever. Note that a tossed item won't be drawn by its wearer's ring for several seconds, so as to not interfere with the purpose of said toss. Magnets, how do they work? I should be able to pick stuff up from a distance. Which is the main reason I stopped doing the sweet gemberries. Not sweet gemberries. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And this is currently turned off because it's full. That's how I set that up to work. Let's go ahead and grab my bone meal and redstone, and then I'll do like a couple of those rituals to show off why I made this. Honestly, it's infinitely helpful without needing any sort of justification. Having items pulled towards you is just a helpful thing to have. I wonder how I would get automated power through here. Mostly a joke. It's not something I could do. I mean, I probably could. But why would I do that? H-O-T-T-T... Oh, wait. H-O-T-T-O-G-O. Something, something hot to go. What's up, husks? It's gonna take them a while to build up. I guess they don't need to build up completely. But yeah, instead of having to turn that machine off, or turn the light back on rather, to safely collect everything I get from this ritual. Boom! They get crystallized, and everything just is sucked into me instead of me having to go to it. How practical is that? That being said, not a whole lot of uses for these. I can make a basic ring. It's also useful in the production of a crimson gem. And polished wood planks. And lesser soul gems. And ancient bricks. Oh, and arcane gold. Shadow gem. What is this used for? Oh, well, production of the undead eye. That's kind of helpful. And the archangel's sight. Oh, wicked weave. Oh, that's just useful in this cloak that I'm wearing. Honestly, everything could be crafted with the single exception of I don't think I have access to phantoms on account of, you know, there being really no day-night cycle. And even if there was, there's all these ceilings everywhere. How would a phantom even get in here? Alright, that being said, I do have to stop streaming, so let's go ahead and turn this back on. Just so that those guys aren't spawning while I'm busy doing other things in the future. No, that's real quick before I do stop streaming. Check out everything in my fish barrel. Ooh, 2 glow squids. And 10 squids, which are the main thing I wanted. And ink sacs, which is really the main thing I want from squids. So pretty successful little fishing thing I get going on here. Is there more than one raven that escaped? Well, maybe not. Might just be one super adventurous raven. I could also just use beetroot seeds to get it back. Gonna go ahead and call the stream here. I gotta do some dishes and laundry, but that's about it. Ow. Ugh. Let's go ahead and go to the place where I did my thumbnail to also do the outro. Because my goodness, am I tired. Can't sleep though. I've got to do chores. How did you get up there? Ow. Acquired new knowledge. That's what I like to see. Anyway, if you've been hanging out, whether you're chatting or just lurking, I want you to know that you're appreciated. If you're watching this sometime in the future as a VOD and have somehow watched the entire thing, then you have the patience of a saint and are also appreciated. I meant to start streaming earlier. I unfortunately cannot stream later today because I've got shit to do. A never-ending source of stress. You know how it is. Anyway, like the video if you enjoyed. Subscribe for more, and fizzity farewell. Of course, I don't have it open, so I can't